So students, today we'll start with example 2 on page number 145. This is when price of a good is rupee 5. The consumer buys 4 units of that good. When price changes to 7, the quantity purchased changes to 12 units. Calculate the price elasticity of demand using percentage change method. Okay, so we'll solve this. The formula of price elasticity of demand with percentage change method is minus delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. So P is equal to price. Price, it means the older price, that is given 5 rupee, and P1, the new price is 7 rupee. So delta P is equal to 7 minus 5, that is 2 rupee. In the same way, Q, olden units 20, Q1, new units 12, and delta Q, the change in units, 20 minus 12 minus 20, that is minus 8. Now the elasticity of demand is equal to minus delta Q upon Q. It means delta Q minus 8 upon 20. Into P upon delta P, that is P is 5 upon delta P is 2. Now we can cut it minus into minus, that becomes the plus. So ED is equal to 2 1 ja 2, 2 4 ja 8. Okay. 5 4 ja 20 divided by 20. So ED is equal to 1. So elasticity of demand in this case is equal to 1. This is how we calculate elasticity of demand. Now we take this study further and raise some critical questions. First, why should change in quantity and price be considered as percentage change? Why should change in quantity and price, P and Q, delta P and delta Q, should be taken percentage first, and then why should negative sign be prefixed in the equation estimating elasticity of demand? We have discussed about these questions before also, but again we will consider this question. We will talk about this. First, why should change in quantity and price be considered as percentage change? So what we can say about this, that if percentage change is not considered, then comparison of elasticity across two goods becomes difficult. Why it become difficult? Because the absolute change do not give the real reflection of changes. Just like consider two goods, chairs and tables, and compare elasticity of when price of chair increases from 10 to 20 and demand increases 50 to 25. The price of table decreases from 20 to 10 and demand increases from 25 to 50. In case absolute change is considered when only say this that in case of chairs, demand reduced to half when price is doubled. In the case of tables, demand is doubled when price is reduced to half. This comparison of elasticity makes little sense. Instead of percentage change is considered. When we can state the results in this, that 1% change in price leads to 0.5% change in demand for chairs. So this is how it is done. If we take the absolute value, suppose the price is 10 to 20 and demand changes from 50 to 25, that makes no special change mean. And we cannot compare these because 10 and 20, these are different figures. The figures at different level. 25 and 50, they are figures at a different level. So we cannot compare these. Again, if we say 10 to 20, the difference of 10 rupee. 50 to 25, the difference of 25 units. So it looks that the price has changed to smaller unit and the demand has changed more. Price has increased just 10 rupee, 10 to 20, and the demand that changes from 50 to 25, that is 25 units. So that gives a sense of difference in changes. But when we take it in percentage, then it gives us a real difference. Just like the price is changed 100% and the demand has decreased 50%. So that gives us a good scenario, good understanding about the changes, and that shows changes in a proper way. That is there. And why negative sign be prefixed in the equation? Because they have the demand and the price, they have the inverse relationship. When one increases, the other decreases. Both go in different directions. So one can be positive if the other one is negative, and if the other one is negative, then the first one will be positive. If the other one is positive, then the first one will be negative. So to show their negative relation with each other, this is shown as, this formula is written as with the negative sign. This is all for today. In the next video, when we meet, we will study about the slope of demand curve and elasticity of demand. Thank you.